beautiful women. This is Emmy of Eloquently Emmy, and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought it would be fun to do a get ready with me video, and so that's why I'm all jazzed up with my pearls. And yeah, but before we start, let me tell you a little bit about myself and a little bit about SEINT Makeup. As you know, or you may not know, if this is your first time to my channel, I'm a professional photographer. I'm a very busy woman and I have a hectic kind of a lifestyle. And when I found SEINT, it was such a game changer for me. This makeup is just absolutely beautiful. It's so easy to work with. I can apply it in 10 minutes. It's got fabulous longevity. Even after a whole day of shooting with my face up against the camera, I look good at the end of the day. It's not all over, and I don't look all messed up. You know, and it just gives me that kind of beautiful lit from within glow that I missed having. As I got older, I thought, oh gosh, I don't know if I can wear makeup anymore. I was wearing like tinted moisturizers and things like that, and yeah, the makeup with SD alcohol and everything, the liquid foundation, it was just drying out my skin. It was actually making everything look worse rather than better. And so I did kind of scour the internet and I found the SEINT makeup, and I do love it so much. And so I'm so excited to share it with you today. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started with the tutorial. First, let's talk about my canvas. I'm preparing my canvas. So we'll talk a little bit about what I've done. So I have no makeup on right now, and I'm only wearing mascara. And yeah, I'll let you know, this is L'Oreal Unlimited mascara. I love this. This is my holy grail of mascaras. It comes in waterproof, which I wear for my business, photography. My face is always smashed up against the camera shooting, and this stays on all day. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't flake. It's fabulous. On days that I am not shooting, I will just wear the one in the black tube if I'm just doing retouch on the computer and everything, just to give my eyelashes a break. But yeah, as you can see, it's really good. It does a good job, so I like it. So let's see, so what have I done? I have taken my, well, I put on my moisturizer and everything and all my skincare, but then what I've done is I've also put on my Super Goop Glow Screen, so you can see that here. I love this. As you can see, it gives me a little glow. I'm not sweating, I'm glowing right now. And if you did do a light application of makeup, then it would show through. So that's kind of neat. So I love this look for the spring and summer. So I've been just obsessed with it lately. So yeah, and let's see, I want to share one more thing with you. In the future, I'm going to try to do a self-tanning thing and everything, but right now I was very busy and I just haven't done that. But I don't know if you can tell if I've got a little glow on my shoulders and on my collarbones, but my arms, which you will see when I start putting the makeup on. But I've used this Glotion from L'Oreal, and I love this. It just gives you that little sparkle to your skin, and yeah, I like how it looks. So I just want to recommend that to you. Okay, so I put on my sunscreen and I'm all ready to go, and then the next thing I do is I take out my perfector and I give it a little spray with the Stay Spray. So just a light little spray, and of course before that I'll use these towels. I'll link them below. I put it under water till it doubles in size, and then I'll take these towels and I'll squeeze it out, and yeah, they'll be linked below. And then I just put the Stay Spray on the perfector and just let it sit for a little bit, and I'll do some other things, and then I just blot it on my face like this. And what I find this does is it really helps the makeup to adhere to my face. So that is a good tip. And of course the perfector, it's the best perfector I've ever used. So I love this. I highly recommend it. I don't even know how I would do this makeup without it. It just, it helps blend so well. The makeup almost becomes a second skin. And yeah, I'm always talking about it, but my skin always feels so hydrated and wonderful with this makeup. Let me tell you, with the makeup too, it's an occlusive agent. So the creams are an occlusive agent, and that means that the molecules are bigger, and that's why it doesn't go into my creases and fine lines. It sits on top, and then it also holds hydration in. So if you've been using like a liquid foundation with SD alcohol or something like that, you're gonna find a real change when you start using this, and you're gonna be so impressed. Yeah, I'm just so excited all the time to share this. So let's just get started. Usually what I do is I do my eyes first, because then if I get any fallout, I can clean it up. So, but everything is prepared, and I'm gonna start off with this, it's called Vintage Selection. It's a little pot from MAC, and I just need a primer for my eyes. Again, you know, with my job, it's the thing that works. It kind of looks like this. It's got a slight shimmer to it, and I'm just patting it on gently, very gently. And let's just do this eye. Yeah. And this way, my eye makeup will stay on all day. So I love that. So let's put that to the side so I can keep going. I keep my creams and powders separate. Let me just show you too what the makeup looks like. I have a problem today, but we'll get past it. This is a double decker. They come in many different sizes. I have a triple decker. I like options. So, and then I have one that I take when I'm traveling that's a little smaller, but I'll just show you, just give you a little look at what it looks like. It's really beautiful. I love all these creams, and yeah. And here's my powder side. Isn't it pretty? Okay, so just thought I'd give you a look at that. I always find these, you know, things interesting. So yeah, so let's open up the one that I'm going to use, which I actually love putting on this makeup. So I'm going to dip into, I'm going to take my eye makeup brush by SEINT, and I'm going to dip into my Vanilla Dust, and I'm just going to put a light coating on my eyes here. And yeah, because this will help me get a better blend when I put my colors on. And I want to kind of give myself a little sparkle and a nice base for the canvas of my eye. So the next thing I'm going to dip into is I'm going to mix a little bit of Cupcake and Unicorn, and I'm going to put that on right on each eye. Okay, there we go. And I'll just do a little mirror check. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay, so after that, I am going to also just flip the brush over to the other side. So this is the eye makeup brush, and for all intents and purposes, I'm going to contour my eyes. So I have hooded eyes, and what that means is when I look straight ahead, you can't see my eyelids. So what I need to do is I need to do a little contouring to create like an illusion crease right here, and I'll show you how to do that. And the color I use to do that is Lullaby. I really like it. So, and this, you might not start off with hooded eyes, but as you age and you lose collagen in your skin, it's very common to start developing a little bit of a hood. But no worries, we're gonna fix it all up. And I'm 55, by the way, and I love this makeup for mature skin, but that being said, it works with any skin type. So let me just start doing this. So let's see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go first in my natural crease right here. Okay, and then I'm going to cut down a little bit, just like that. Okay, and do it for the other eye. Again, natural crease, and then come down a little bit. Okay, let me do a mirror check, see how I'm doing here. This part is important to get right because it's kind of the base of everything. Make sure I have have enough. Okay, so now you're starting to see that I'm developing a little bit of depth, but here is where you really are going to see a difference. So I am going to keep my eyes open, and I'm going to create like an illusion crease right here. Okay, so I guess you'd call this a windshield wiper, but these eyeshadows are so highly pigmented that I'm barely touching. It's like, I always say, it's like a butterfly sitting on a flower. That's how light it is. So let me do a little check here. I like that. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on in the mirror because it helps. I sometimes just want to double check that I've got everything just right. And yeah, so now you can really see a lot of depth coming into my eyes, and I love it. So let me see. Since I'm being fancy today, I have a fancy glass of water, and I thought I would, just get myself a fancy glass. And so my mouth gets very dry from talking so much. So next off, I'm going to take the smudge brush by SEINT, and I love this brush, and I'm going to put a little color on, and I'm going to dip into my favorite. There's so many combinations. I'll be doing lots of different eyeshadow looks, but I just love this one. So this is As If, and I'm going to try to get a little glamour going on here. So I'm going to dip in right here, and just lightly go in, and you can see all the set. Look at that pigment. I'm just so impressed all the time when I use this makeup. I've been using it for over a year. I love it, and that's why I'm so happy to share it with you. If I didn't really love it, I couldn't do this. So, and actually I'm talking so much, I just went up really high on my eye, but that's okay. We can fix it. I didn't really want to go exactly that high, but I'll fix it when actually I'll just take this and go right over. Yeah, okay. All right, so let me stay focused. Oh, no pun intended, right? Photographer are staying focused. All right, so now I like this, and so I'm gonna kind of create an ombre look, but yeah, this is good. I'm gonna fix this one little section right there. Okay, because what I want to do as you get older, you want to pull things up and out all the time. When I was younger, I sort of go for a lot of glam and wings and try to do things like that. But now I just want like a more put together, sophisticated look, and just go for drama, but I don't want to overdo it. So that's what I'm kind of doing here. So a lot of people say they make a triangle here. I mean, this is a round brush, so it's really not a triangle, but I do bring it up a little bit. And of course, I'm gonna go back in and blend everything. So, and there's a lot of like more neutral shades, but I'm just gonna have some fun, okay? So there we go. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna dip into is Denim. I love this. You would think, blue and purple, but of course, my blue and purple hydrangeas. I love hydrangeas. I have a beautiful garden, but these aren't real. They're not from my garden. It's not quite hydrangea time yet. They're just in South Carolina. Mine's just kind of perking up, no blossoms yet. All right, so I'm going to put that as my next color, and you can see it's just right about here. And it's really gonna create a little bit of depth, and I'm gonna come right up, just right up over the edge, so you can see it. But I think blue and purple just, blend so well together. And it's kind of smoky and pretty. I really love how this works. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do, and I love that these brushes are double-sided. I mean, you get so much bang for your buck, and they're just such excellent brushes. But I am going to dip into Soulmate, because I like to get a little like sparkle in my eyes. And I don't let anyone tell you when you're in your 50s that you can't wear satin finishes. You can, okay? It's just all in the application. So a light hand goes a long way, and then blending. So yeah, satins are totally fine. So just go for it. Don't listen to, there's not any hard and fast rules. So I am just applying it right here. Okay, so it's bringing, and I'm coming up right at the crease, but you can see it's like a champagne color, and it's bringing some glow into my eyes. So I like that. So I am going to just kind of blend it, because you're thinking, oh, maybe it looks a little bit heavy, but I'm going to blend it in a little bit now. But I intentionally want this kind of smoky, glamorous look. So yeah, I'm really liking that. Okay, so next, I just want to do a little, just want to make sure I have the right brush here, because I don't want to mix them up, because when I use for other things. So I'm going to dip into Duke, and that's like a lighter blue. And I'm just going to, I think, apply it right in here. Okay, so it's right there is where I'm putting it, just to add a little interest. And it's kind of fun, you know? The other day I had this on, and somebody saw it and they said, oh, I love your eyeshadow, it's so pretty. So anyway, I'll take it. I'll take the compliment, because I think it's just a really pretty combination. So that's what I've got so far. All right, so now we're making our way inward, and I'm going to take my detail brush, and I'm going to dip into Sabrina. Now Sabrina looks a little yellow in the tin, but it doesn't come, it comes like white pearl. It's just so pretty. I mean, it's not as light as Unicorn, but it's almost like bringing sunlight into your eyes. So I love that. As a photographer, you know, it's called dodging. When you dodge and you burn. So I have such a, this goes so well with my business, and I love the philosophy of the makeup, and I love the whole concept of bringing light into your face and into your eyes, and it's really, see how that looks? I love it. All right, so I've put it there, so I put it right here on the inside, and now I'm gonna lightly just go under my brow, okay? Saw some the other day kind of highlight over their brow, but I have fringe, so it doesn't, but they were using a highlight. But it got a little fuzzy, there we go. Fuzzies. So I really went lightly there, because what I really want to do is I want to bring the attention into like right at the arch of my eyebrow. So that's where I'm going to go heaviest, right there. And this is the part where if you did go up a little higher, you just fix it right up. So, yep. And then the other place I put it is right in my tear duct area. Here. Nothing in my eye too, I don't need that. And if you find that this gets lost, you can always just, when you do your final makeup check, you can just put it on again, but it's just right in here, okay? Just like that. And I just like that little kind of glow, and how it just, yeah, goes right into, now I just pushed hair in my face. Okay, all right, so we have a good base, a nice color. I'll show you that. And so the next thing I want to do is flip my detail brush over, because I'm going to dip into the As If and Denim again. And what I want to do is I want to connect the color up here. And I'm going to just do this in the mirror, but you'll see. Okay. Just bring it out. I'm gonna dip in a little more, I think. Okay, and I'm mixing them. I'm a mixer, I love this, but can you kind of see what I'm doing? I'm just creating a line here. And you could stop there, but I like to line my eyes for more definition with a eyeliner pen, a black one. I actually have a limbo ring around my iris, which is a black line, and I like the pattern repeat of the ring around my eye and the really thin line underneath. So that is definitely something you could do if you want to try it, and I'll show you how I do it in a little bit, but let's put on a little more, because I'm really trying to to get some glam going here. I'm actually like brushing up and connecting it. So you can see that color right now. I really like that a lot. Yeah, I'm happy with that. All right, so now I'm going to do my eyebrows, and I'm going to use my line brush, and I'm going to dip into kohl. Kohl works really well for me because, as you can see, my hair is really dark, and that's a really good one. Another one that I could suggest to you would be Trust. Okay, so if it's your hair's not quite as dark as mine, or you, yeah, you just like if you're blonde or if you have lighter brown hair, it will give really good definition to your brows. Okay, so enough talking. This I am going to do in the mirror, but I'm just following the line of my brows. I've tried to do it up to the camera, and it's been hilarious sometimes. So, but I think you'll get the idea a lot better if I just do it correctly. And again, with this highly pigmented makeup, I mean, I'm not pressing very hard at all. And I mean, look at the difference. Okay, I haven't brushed it yet, but it's amazing. I just love how it, you know, it brings out my arch and really defines my brows. So I'll brush this one just so that you can see the difference. And I mean, that's amazing to me. I love it. I love this. I love this kohl, and I love this brush too. All right, so let me just do the other brow. Sometimes I start in the middle so that, I'll tell you why, because it needs, I want to emphasize that arch, but by the time then I get to the inside of my brow, there's not as much product on there, and it kind of is, you know, a lot more natural looking. Not that I'm totally going natural here, but I want it to look natural, yeah. I don't look like I've got big lines drawn on. So, yeah. Yeah, I love that arch. I've got crazy brows, by the way, really crazy. I have to trim them all the time. I don't know, they say as you get older, you lose your brows. Well, it just hasn't happened to me, you know, touch wood yet. They're just, yep, they can grow like a wizard's eyebrows. So I'm waiting for the brow wax. That should be here any day, and I'm going to show you how that works. I wanted to try that with the Kola contour, and we'll see how that looks. It's just exciting to try some different things. But anyway, I love the definition that it gives me. Okay, so now I want to do a little lining. Now you could also, you know, take your brush here and you could put your color here with a detail brush, but I'm going to use this Marc Jacobs, I think it's called Grapevine, waterproof. This is absolutely, like, it just stays on all day. I love it. Again, with my camera, with my face up against the camera, I need something that's, you know, foolproof, that will not smudge. You know, if you don't touch your face or anything, like, then you don't have to do that, but I need this. And what I like about it is that the fact that it goes on so creamy. You'll see when I do it, it doesn't take me long at all. I'm not pulling and tugging. So let's do that. And yeah, just going right into my lash line. Okay, and then the other eye. This is my eye that's more of my problematic eye because, let me just not talk for a second. This is my problematic eye because it's the one, when I take the picture, this is my dominant eye, my left eye, and I squint. And so when you do that a couple of 100,000 times, I have no idea. How many times I've done that. You know, you get a little more line action happening there, and that's just what I have to deal with. So the fact that this is so creamy and goes on so well, I love it. Yep, and then, oh, and by the way, if you didn't know, on the other end of this, there's a sharpener, so I found that out a while ago, and so I thought I'd share that with you. Okay, so now let's get to the lining under the eye. Okay, so I use this Stila waterproof liner, and I love it. It lasts all day too. And when I first got it, I tried to put it on like a pencil. It wasn't going well, so don't do that. Hold it horizontally and you just kind of tap, 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 flip, tap, tap, tap. This I also have to look in the mirror for, so. Okay, so just, yeah, get it under there. And flip. My under eyelashes. Anyway, I like the definition that gives my eyes. It really does create definition, and I don't think it ages me. Sometimes people say not to line under there, that it will age you, but I love how this looks. So I'm gonna do it. I mean, this is my equivalent of doing a wing or glamour or something, and I like it. So I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. I like that. All right. So moving along, that's the eyes. So I have a light hand. You can see there's not much fallout or anything on my face. And again, I'll just repeat that these powders are so highly pigmented, and they just blend so well that you can have a light hand with them. You barely touch them. You get so much pigment and color. And yeah, I really love this look. So what I like to do is start with my corrector, which is Mango. The only place I correct is right in here a little bit. I think it's just the way my eyes are set. Again, enough sleep and everything, but it just helps a little bit, so I do it. I want to say though that it's more normal to have issues, hyperpigmentation, rosacea and everything, and Mango is like so fabulous for that. You can just do it in the areas you need it, or some people actually just very lightly put a layer, if they have like a lot of rosacea or something, on their skin, and then they put their main highlight over it, and it works beautifully for them. Their skin looks flawless and just wonderful. So let me dip in. I'm just going to use my, did I grab the right brush? Yes, I did. Yeah, I'm going to use my eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to put a little bit in here. That's why I checked, because last thing I want to do is like put purple underneath there. And it's just easier if I look in the mirror for this. And then I'm using the warmth of my finger to blend in. And it's like a hard place to get into right here. So that also helps. And let me just do the other eye. So doing it with the brush is just good for me, because like I said, it's kind of a hard place to get into. Okay, and I'm just going to take my perfector and give it a little pat too. Okay, all right, so it's kind of taking care of that little darkness issue I have. All right, let me have another glass of water. And, just a little sip to keep my mouth hydrated. All right, so now I'm going to use the blush and bronzer brush. Got it out. All right, and I'm going to dip into my main highlight, which is Sandy. Okay, and just to give you an idea, you can see not much product on there. Okay, but I'm just gonna start tapping in. I tap. Tap, because I don't want to move that product, the Mango that I just put on. I definitely want to keep it in place. And you know, I have the fringe, but see if I get this one right. The wind blows and the fringe blows, so I definitely want to put it up here. So I'm all covered and even. So I'll dip in one more time and I'll work around my face here. Now some people don't put it all over their face, but I do. And I like the coverage and the longevity that I get from this type of application, again, especially with my line of work. So, and it's all on how you apply it too. If you know, how much product you put on the brush and how you do it. Okay, so make sure I've got any fallout. All right, so I've got a nice like base color here and I really like it. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to dip into my, my brightening highlight, which is Candlelight. And I'm going to go right in here, underneath my eyes. And you might wonder why I can go in right here where I've got line action. Well, it's because I've been professionally color matched, and there's no issues with it looking cakey or anything. If you have any cakiness or something like that, then you have the wrong color. So that's why it's so important to have an artist like me, and I hope you will choose me. You know, look at your picture, you send in your image to me, just take a selfie in natural light with no makeup, and show your neck, because sometimes people's necks are different, and then I will professionally color match you with the right colors, and you just fill out a little questionnaire, and that's all linked. It will be linked below. Anyway, let me keep going here. I could just chat, but I'll get finished sometime. But this is a get ready with me, so I wanted to make this, you know, pretty detailed. All right, so I am liking that. And in photography speak again, I've just kind of dodged. In the world of art, if you, I don't know if you have any knowledge of old paintings and everything, but you will see what they call a Rembrandt Triangle. And I try to create that in photography all the time with my lighting, because it's very dimensional and it gives the face the most dimension and it looks wonderful. Well, here I'm creating it a little bit with makeup, and so that's why when I take a photo too, then I've got it working kind of doubly for me, and I love it. So, okay, so I'm gonna also put a little bit of Candlelight here on my chin. And I'm gonna blend all this, but I wanna make sure I have a fair amount on my nose, and yep, and here, and then sometimes I'll dab a little bit right here just to, you know, tie in for my neck and everything. And so the next thing I'm gonna do is, I'm a mixer. I feel like it's like I'm admitting something like some, whatever, but I'm a mixer. So, but I mix into the Candlelight and then Linen. It's like I call it my super brightener. And I just put a little bit like right here where I don't have a lot of line action. You know, don't put, you know, unless you're very, very fair, you don't want to get that linen up into any wrinkle action. But I just love how it draws the light. It draws, if you look, it draws you into my eyes, and that's what I'm trying to do here. And just a little on my chin, just, you know, firm, I don't have to worry. Okay, so yeah, that looks good, I like that. And then I'm actually even just gonna take my finger and dip into the Linen and go right down the bridge of my nose. And yeah, it's a stripe right now, but that's okay because we are gonna blend it. Because this will really pull my nose forward when we contour. And like I said, yeah, stripe. All right, so now we want to use our perfector and sort of blend this all in. So I'm just going to start underneath. Don't forget to do that if you have fringe. You don't want your makeup like not blended up there. Okay, my nose. And if you have some lines here, make this funny face and blend around here too. Make sure you get around those eyes. I want to blend this all in so it's like a second skin. Okay, and I'm really liking how this is coming out, so. All right. Okay, so yeah, I love this. Yeah, it gives me a nice even look and a little dewiness and glow to my skin, and really brings your focus in. So next what we're going to do is we're going to contour, and we're going to use the detail brush. I love contouring. I didn't do it before. I missed out. Anyway, I love this brush. It's somebody put a lot of thought into this when they created it, because it is so perfect for contouring. So I'm going to dip into Ash. That's my favorite. I could probably go with something a little darker, so I put a little more of this on, but just the coolness of it really works with my skin tone. And of course, I'll match you to one that works well. If you had a warm skin tone, I might, choose something different, obviously. So I'm going to start at my eyebrow. And again, I'm doing this in the mirror because otherwise, but I will, that being said, the thing about creams is there are no mistakes with creams. Until you set them, you can keep, blending, or, you go out of the lines. You can fix it. You can fix it. And again, when you first put it on, if it looks a little stripy, don't fret, because when you blend it, it will be just fine. So what you want to do here is you really want to stay on the bridge of your nose, because you just went to all that trouble of getting all that brightness in here, on the sides, keep all that, brightness there on the side. And so what we're doing is we're creating the illusion, making my nose look a little thinner. And I like it. I have like a button nose, a little button nose, and I just want to thin it a little. So I'm going to go back in to my linen and just go over that line. And we're going to eventually put the Illuminator on, but what I love to do is I love to dip into the pearl with my pinky and actually go right down the bridge of the nose too. I like what that does. All right, so I think right now that difference is amazing. Again, I have a light hand, so I'm not going to have a lot of blending to do. Maybe right there, but we'll, yeah. Okay. So if you had a longer nose too and you wanted to shorten it, you could bring the contour down. So I'm going to do the cheeks, but I want to just talk about the forehead. I have a fringe, obviously, but what you would do is you would go in a semicircle and you would blend into your hairline. Okay, and if you had a higher forehead, which I kind of do, I have like a widow's peak and everything. It's just different, but it's just how I'm made. I like it, but I like fringe better on me. So anyway, you would bring the contour down further and then blend up into the hairline in a semicircle, and that's how you do that. So now I'm going to dip in with the side of my detail brush, and again, highly pigmented, not a lot of product on there, and I am going to just dab, and I'm going to create a line for my hairline. And for my face shape, I don't curve up, but I come down a little further than the middle of my eye. I just like the definition that it gives me. Okay, so I'm going to do this again on this side. Yeah. And I'm just patting. Not pressing hard or anything. Wow, I can see that definition coming in already. I really like it. So I'll dip in one more time, and then I'll show you this action that I do. I feel like this is the part that gives you like that little facelift. I brush upwards, okay? But it's kind of like a dab and push. And you feel for your cheekbones, feel right here. That's where you're starting from. You just press and you can feel where they start from. I have big cheekbones, so I have no problem finding them. But yeah, dab and press. Just press up. And do the same for this one. Dab and press up. Really getting that definition in there. Okay, so I really like how that looks. You can really see the definition coming in. So next I'm going to take this side and I'm just going to create a little shadow, a little like soft triangle under my lower lip. As you age, it's natural to lose collagen and you lose, some of your lips, and that's okay, because we're gonna kind of trick the eye into thinking they're fuller with a shadow. Now I'm going to apply it right underneath my lips. Okay. Yeah. And already you see that shadow there. Okay, so with my roundish, squarish face, I want a little more definition for my chin. So this is how I do my chin. I'm going to come up a little bit right here and right here. So like all of a sudden, it's like I did dodging and I did burning. So it's light and dark, and I've created more of a chin line. And of course I'm going to blend it, and I'm just going to go a little bit here so there's no line of demarcation. So let me dip in again, and I have a pretty firm chin line, so I'm just going to go like this. No need to blend downward too much for me because I'm 5'1", so you know, I'll blend it, but it's not likely that anybody's going to see under there. I'm always looking up, but it's okay. All right, wow, this is just, every time I put this makeup on, I am just so impressed with the transformation that it does, how much it helps me. Okay, so I always find fuzzies on my face. Okay, at this point, let me take the perfector and just blend it a little bit. Again, I have a pretty light hand, so I'm not going to do too much blending. Really gently on the nose because I really like how it's looking. And I'm going to blend on the chin line a little bit. Yeah, but oh, it's like it carves out your face. I love it. Fabulous. Okay, so let me get another little sip of water here. And okay, so now I'm going to go to the lip and cheek, and I'm going to use the blend brush. I love this brush. It's so soft, and it's so nice for applying the lip and cheek. So I am going to use, I'm going to use two, because 2 shades on my cheeks today. I'm just in the mood. So the first one I'm going to use is Plum, and I'm going to just kind of, from right sort of the outside corner of my iris and up, and I'm going to blend it into the contour. You know, not all the way in, just above, but so there's no line in the middle. Actually, I just see a little bit of, a little fallout. So let me get that. Yep, all right. And here we go. So, and you have to have a really light touch with this because it comes like it just, it's a good product, but it can come in darker, but that's the beauty of blending. And again, somehow I got a little, I just saw it, a little hair. Oh, here it is. Okay. Don't know where that came from, but no worries. Okay, so I'm going to kind of blend as I go because you're like, wow, look at that. But I barely touched it. That's why the products last so long. I mean, goodness, I barely touched it, and I have all this color, and I love blush. So I always say, if I could only wear one makeup, it would have to be blush, because I am kind of like neutral, and I need color. So anyway, so the next one I'm going to use is it's a little warmer, but it's a gloss. So the Plum was a satin, and now this is a gloss, and it's Summer Love, and I'm really into this right now. So I'm going to go just above the plumb line. Get it, the plumb line? I don't know if you know anything about I don't know, fixer-upper stuff, but a plumb line you use anyway. I'm making jokes. Punny today, very punny. Okay, and this is going to give me that kind of dewy look that I want, and I'm keeping it down here too. All right, and do a little more blending right in here. And okay, so now but look at that from the gloss of the Summer Love. That's so pretty. So I like that, and I'm really not gonna blend too much because I like it. Sometimes I even apply a little more at the end when I do my final check, but love the look of this. Okay, all right, so here we are with this lip and cheek and the two colors, the plum and the summer love. So the next thing I want to do is I am going to grab my Illuminator, and this is my favorite. I guess I can have favorites. It's this one is called Angel, and I'm just going to apply it with my finger and then go over with the perfector. But I'm going to put it right here. Okay, stay away from any lines that you have. So another place that you could put it would be at your Cupid's bow, but I don't go there because I have a little line action happening there, and I don't want to draw attention to it. Just being real with you. Okay, so but I love what this does, and I love how it blends with the other colors so well. It's really soft, and it gives you that lit from within glow. So now I'm going to just blend it so there's no fingerprints. Okay, and look at that. I love that glow. So you can put it on your chin if you want. I like it where it is. You could, but you know what I might do? I might take a little bit of it too, and I don't know that you're going to be able to see this, but and I might actually, what I'll do is I'll dip in with the bottom of my perfector, and I want to put it, I want to put it on my collarbone because I think that looks really pretty. So that's what I'm doing here. Ooh, these pearls were my 50th wedding present. I don't know, but I think they're really elegant. Pearls are definitely elegant and sophisticated. So I don't know if you could see that, but I can see it, but I don't know how it's coming out on camera, but it looks really pretty. Oh, and by the way, SEINT has perfumed illuminators in rose gold, which is a color that I adore, and I wear that a lot during the summer. I wear it all the time. And yeah, I ordered one of them, so I'm really excited to try it out. I think I got sent two. It's citrusy with tuberose, and yeah, very excited to try it. But same thing, just comes with a great smell. So that's where I would put that, and anywhere else that you want a little glow. Okay, so we're getting to the final stretch here. Let me just wipe my hands. So I overline my lips because obviously my age and everything, and I have to use a pencil because I don't want things smudging because I'm out of the lip line technically. So I use this one by NARS. Unfortunately, this color is discontinued, but they do make a good lip liner. So just choose your favorite if you're going to do this. And I won't be talking when I put this on, but I'm actually just going to go out of the line here to make my lip appear fuller and a little bit above here too. Okay, so. Okay, so now I have my lips overlined, and I am going to dip in to my favorite combination of Dahlia and black cherry, and I just mix them together. And I love I use my fingers. Don't be afraid of Dahlia. It looks so pink. I think the black cherry kind of tones it down, but it doesn't come out that way on your lips. Not as pink as it looks. Okay. Make sure I have enough. Okay, so I love that color. All right, so then the next thing I'm going to do is wipe my finger a little bit. And then this is the other place where you can put the Illuminator. And again, it's the Angel I'm dipping into, and right here on the center. And see how it pulls my lip forward. And I know that looks awful, but it keeps it from getting all over your teeth. Yeah, so, all right, so there's the lips. I love that. Okay, so now when you get to this part, you can either use the Stay Spray and give yourself a little spray, or you could use a powder. And so I'm going to use the Vanilla Dust. It's very finely milled powder, and don't need much, but I just like this, and I'm going to use the other side of the blush and bronzer brush. And yeah, I'm going to just, powder. And this doesn't, if you have a light hand, it's not going to sit in your fine lines, and it's not going to take all that glow away. If you find that you want to put a little more on afterwards, that's fine, but I definitely, the powder works for me in my line of work. So I just take this brush too, and I squeeze it. And I go right in the corners of my nose. And it's like one place where I could tend to get oily. Sure, I've got enough here. And yeah. Okay, so now I'm all powdered. I've got my glow on. I'm liking it. I can just do a little check and see if I want to do anything more, but I don't think I do. So there you have it. I love this look. Okay, so yeah, that concludes the tutorial, and I hope you liked it. I hope you found some of my tips helpful, and it helps you with your own makeup application. And also, if you would like to see more content like this, please don't forget to click like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Again, it's been such a pleasure speaking to you today and sharing SEINT makeup with you. I love it so much. It's quite obvious. I guess, yeah, before I go, I just want to show you my date for this evening. Okay? Yeah. You can look this way. You can look this way. It's okay. Yeah, so that's my little date for tonight. His name is Sir Sketchwick. You know his mommy. See? Okay. Anyway, everybody, again, it was a pleasure, and I'll see you in my next video. So in the meantime, I'm gonna get a hug. Am I gonna get a hug? You love the mama? Oh, yeah. He's a darling. Okay, so hey, just remember to always wear your sunscreen and to live life passionately.